Hello everyone, welcome, and this is another episode of Salt Shakers there. Tonight we're going to be having a very special guest there. It is Maiven, a special Master Raven player. He'll be joining us very, very shortly. This is Chrono on Salt Shakers.
Welcome to the Super Salt Shaker Podcast. Chrono. Get ready for the next podcast.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Salt Shakers. This is Season 2, Episode 2 tonight, and tonight we will be joining us, who will be joining us? There will be Maiven28. Hello Maiven, or Alvin.
Hi there. Hello everyone, good evening. Maiven here.
Yeah, and I also have my co-host there, Drax, who's with me as well. Hey, so, welcome again to the Salt Shakers there. I know that, I know that you've always wanted to, be a guest on the podcast there.
Yeah.
Let's address the not so good news. I mean, obviously everyone has heard that, things haven't really worked out for you, and you have to actually go back to the Philippines, and your wife, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So
when are you gonna be going? I know that it's gonna be before Christmas Damager, isn't it?
Yeah, I won't be able to make it to Christmas Damager, unfortunately. But when's Christmas Damager again? Sorry, it's actually, still in November, right?
No. Yeah, it's this coming Saturday.
Oh yeah, but I'll be working. That'll be my last full day of work my workplace, so I'll be able to attend that competition. Yeah, and then after that, I'll have another week or so to stay in New Zealand. Yeah, and
when is your final day?
Maybe I won't say for now because I want to surprise my family in the Philippines. Yeah, but like finally in Auckland, it'd be in like 24th, and then we'll fly to Queenstown to do some activities. Yeah, see more of New Zealand before leaving the lovely country.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, it's sad to see you go, really. I mean, because I mean, you are quite, you know, you do definitely, you know, you're quite well known in the community as that Master Raven player and that salty Filipino. That's actually there.
We just got to know you, and now you're going. It's like,
exactly.
Oh, come on, man.
I know. I've been in New Zealand for almost like 3 years now, and definitely Tekken community is like one of those things I wish I experienced earlier. Yeah, because I only met everyone in the community when I started playing in LPL, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, you didn't really say much before, wasn't it? Like,
yeah,
you know,
I don't really show up that much. I play online most of the time. So every time there's like a competition around, if I get an off day for that day, definitely I'll attend that. But if not, then I'll be like, nah, maybe next time. Because my work always gives me like weekend shifts. So
again, it's definitely sad to see you go. Hopefully, maybe I don't know. Maybe someone might do something. We might do some casuals or something at someone's place. You know, there'll be heaps of booze. Yeah. Time to get crunked. You know, I don't know. So
Tekken and booze.
Tekken and booze. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we're just gonna park the sad news and everything. I mean, obviously we don't want to see you go, but it is what it is. We hate to see a good player going, but yeah, let's just sort of kick that aside and let's get to the sort of the fun bits and things like that. So, obviously, you said that you've been in the country for 3 years. Yeah. So you are originally from the Philippines.
Yes, I'm from the Philippines.
Yeah, exactly. So, tell me, how did you transition from the Philippines? Because you did say that you were playing on, you're a pad player, but obviously in the Philippines you're playing on stick, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So tell us about the scenes in Philippines and the players and things like that.
Okay, so like what I've mentioned, I didn't get a lot of experience in the Philippines playing against like the really high level players, because when after I finished my school, like I flew to Singapore to stay and work. So I play more games in Singapore compared to the ones I experienced in the Philippines. So when it comes to like preference pad and a stick, I only play pad in New Zealand, and the reason for that is I stay in like a small flat, so I don't have that much room for like a big fight stick.
So it's for convenience.
Yeah, it's for convenience. So I do have a fight stick. It's like, I think it's the Mad Catz Fight Stick Pro 2, like the big one. Yeah, so I used that a lot when I was playing Tekken Tag 2 or Tekken 6.
But what are you more comfortable with now? Is it pad?
It's pad for now, because like the last time I used stick was like a year ago when I visited Philippines for.
So it's not like you can't use the
stick.
Yeah,
it's not that I can't use the stick. So that like I'll use pad for now because that's what I use most of the time. Every time like I play online or I go to the lab and practice. And so every time I go to a tournament, I'll just use pad because that's what I'm used to at the moment.
And plus, it is easier. You just put it in your bag and then that's it. You don't have to lug in something so heavy.
That's true.
Yeah. Tell me about Master Raven. I mean, obviously you were a Raven player.
Yes.
So, how did you find Raven? In Tekken 7 or Master Raven?
Tekken 7. I think she's way better now in Tekken 7. I really love Master Raven in Tekken 5, Tekken 6. Yeah, but like I prefer the Master Raven now. Not because she's a girl now. I still prefer the guy. And so every time like I customize my Master Raven in Tekken 7, I always cover her face because I want him to look like a male. But like in terms of movements, I think it's way smoother now. The transition to back turns and all the other moves that you can connect to a back turn, it's way better and more smooth now. Then I can do like more mix-ups and everything, and of course the Rage Art and Rage Drive adds to the all the experience.
I don't know if you knew, but in Tekken 6 I picked up Raven.
Yeah.
He was sort of like my secondary character. Just because, in 6.0, I don't know if you played 6.0, but he was broken.
Broken?
He was absolutely broken. His forward 4. Yeah, I think that was like, I think you were on plus after they block it.
Forward the knee.
No, forward 4.
Okay.
The little hook kick.
Oh, yeah, plus it.
So you can just keep spamming that, and and they can't do anything.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing. If you're using the character, you won't find it OP or broken.
Yeah.
But maybe when you play against it, then that's the time
when
that
you get dealt
you'll
it,
notice
you're like,
all those OP moves and frame advantages. But like when you're the one using it, like I'm not really sure. I don't notice it, but like maybe I used to spam it a lot as well.
Yeah, well, for me is with Raven, I used to fish for a forward 3.
Yeah.
So if you whiff, you
really
get a forward 3 to the
Yeah.
face. That's what it was. And I think Drax, was on the receiving end of that, and he got a bit salty.
Yeah, actually, I've just recently looking at picking up Master Raven. Someone told me she's an underrated character. Like once you start using her, she's actually a lot of fun to use.
Yeah, it's really fun. Like she has a lot of tools to work with. Lots of lows. They call it cheap lows, but yeah.
Cheap lows?
Yeah, but for me it's just lows.
You do those cheap lows, mate.
Well,
that's the thing.
Quarter circle forward 2 was a cheap low.
But the animation, once you get used to it, like a lot of high level players, they can block it.
That's where you counter it with that,
Yeah.
with the one, It's just like, oh, I'm gonna do a low. No, it's
no,
a mid.
Yeah, and the range is really good.
Yeah, it is. So, so you've always been a Raven player?
Way back in Tekken 6, I play Raven a lot, but I also play Lars, and I can't really say who's my main, maybe Lars or Raven, but like I switch both of them when I'm playing, and every time I want to win, maybe I'll just use the two of them. But I can really play quite a few characters way back in Tekken 6. Yeah, it's just that every time I want to win, and then I'll go with Raven or Lars.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the origins of let's start building the lore of Maiven 28.
Yeah.
So, how did it all begin for you? How did it all begin with Tekken, and how did you get into competitive scene and everything like that? I mean, I guess that this would all start in the Philippines, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So tell us how it all began.
Okay, so Tekken's always been a part of the fighting game community. I'm not really sure, as of now, I'm not really sure if it's still the same as before, but there was one time when I was there, Tekken community is way bigger than Street Fighter community. Every time you go to let's say Time Zone, there were 10 cabinets for Tekken, there's maybe 2 for Street Fighter, 1 Guilty Gear, something like that.
And
so
I used to always hear people from stories that the Philippines, all the time zones, you actually go there, you'll go to one time zone and all the machines are packed.
Yeah.
And then you'll go to another time zone just down the road and it's all packed.
Yeah, that's why you'll get salty as well. It's you've been there for an hour and you can't even play a single game. It's most of the time people go there, a group of friends will go there just to use the machine for themselves. They won't really even bother giving turns to some of the people who's watching who might want to play as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think now it's alright. As long as you put down your time zone card next to the machine, and then they'll know that you want to play after them.
I'm pretty sure that's a custom in all parts of the world.
When I was there, it's no, I don't think it works that way last time. Yeah,
but
it was years ago.
Yeah, but it's a custom that you don't get taught. You just kind of learn.
Yeah, maybe.
If you're standing there like an idiot, it's well, put your card down. Then they know that you want to play.
Yeah,
yeah. They don't actually tell you. You just kind of you just pick
exactly.
it up.
Sometimes people can still do as a, just try talking to people. If they're watching, maybe you can still ask them, "Hey bro, you want to play?" It's if you notice someone watching for a very long time, maybe at least ask them. You don't have to wait for them to put their card, right? Or maybe it's just me. Every time it happens to me, I was "Oh, do you want to play next?" Something like that. Yeah, but no, but maybe it's just me. So every time I want to play, I'll just maybe put my card down.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So how long have you been at this game for? When did you, I said, when did you start picking up which installment? 5
I'll
DR?
say I'll say 6,
Mm.
but like I played Tekken from Tekken 2, I think. Yeah, so Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken 4 until Tekken 5. Yeah, I only played with my group of friends. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and then we're just playing at home. Yeah, so I was actually doing really well against them using pad.
Mm.
And then one day we went to this like to a town zone, the mall, and then I wanted to like play and try my my skill, and then I got wrecked so bad. I can't. The thing is, I can't even do the moves that I want to do because like it's my first time using a stick. So that's the time I realized, oh screw this! I want to play against other people competitively because like they just screw me out, and I became like so salty that I really want like to play more. But like I tried 5 or 10 times, and then every time I try to do something, like my character does something else. So that's the time I decided maybe I'll get a stick and then bring it back home, practice, and then go out. Yeah, but like I only started going out to play in arcades on like Tekken 6. Yeah.
Tekken 6.
Yeah, Tekken 6.
So in Tekken 6, obviously, so were you still in the Philippines when Tekken 6 was out?
Yeah.
So with that world tournament, I forgot when it was, but that was when Tekken 6.0 was there. And as you already know, Jamie, went to the Philippines to represent New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
I think it was him and Glenn. So yeah, Glenn, Neil's brother. So did you get a chance to meet him there or anything like that?
That's like, when was that? About 10 years ago, right? It's been quite a while. Like Tekken 6 tournament.
2007 to 2009. I'm
I
guessing.
think that,
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Because
sure,
I just finished like college. I know that much. So it
I'm
would
pretty
have been
sure
after
that
2007.
yeah. Well, there we go. So Zarzob said 2009.
Okay.
Around about then.
Yeah, 2009.
So you would have
Yeah, I would have like
seen him
yeah,
or
because
something.
I remember way back in Tekken 6 I joined maybe like local tournaments, but I wasn't doing really well at that time. Like I can't really place that much, like not even top 16 I think. Yeah. But every time they're doing like the grand finals or like big tournaments or majors, I'm always there to watch. But it's just that maybe I can't remember the people because I'll only see them once.
Yeah.
You know?
It's such a hype event as well.
Yeah,
like your
such
attention
a
is
hype
just
event.
focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things that will make you stay in the game, you know? Like someday you want to be on that stage and people will cheer for you when you play, and then your game will be like will be shown on the big screen or monitor. Yeah, so every time there's like a major event, I always attend it, even just to watch.
I kind of, for myself, I kind of feel that it'll be cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, very, very nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
That's the reason
sure.
why in LPL, I just crumbled. I just couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
I
like
was just froze.
They call it like tourney nerves, right?
Yeah, tournament nerves, just like what Cornova has.
Yeah.
And also, you did very well against Zarzob that night.
That special shout out. Sorry, Zarzob. He's in the chat. He's listening.
Hello, Zarzob.
Yeah, I've said it before. That was a nail biter. Like, that was a lot more closer than I think anyone in that room expected.
Yeah.
Actually, like when I first played against Zarzob in LPL, I lost, and if you notice, I dropped a lot of combos. And after that, I was so salty. I keep on complaining, like my pad didn't work, like for some reason. And then people tell me like, you had the chance to button check, right?
Yeah.
Which I really did, but like when the game started, for some
So your pad
weird
just
reason,
failed.
Yeah, and then I realized that the pad that I brought to LPL is like malfunctioning. Yeah, that's why it's really
Always
bad.
check your pad.
I did. That's why like I swear I did. I swear I did. Yeah, that's why like after the first game, I went back to the settings menu, and then that's where people like, oh, he didn't check his buttons, but like everything's like properly set up. Like,
Can you stop rubbing your foot against my
I'm
knee?
sorry. Just listening.
no.
I'm listening.
That's pretty homo.
I ain't homo, okay? I'm just listening.
Okay.
Listening to his story.
But anyway.
Yeah. So like, I always wanted to have a rematch against him, which happened. Like, I think after 2-3 weeks, I managed to play against him again with the proper pad.
Yeah.
I still lost though, but I think I did what I wanted to do. I'd rather lose to someone who's better than you, than losing against someone who's already better than you and you still can't do what you wanted to do because something's wrong with your pad or something's like there's a lag.
What I hate more than both of those is losing to someone who you know that you can beat. Because
I don't know if I can beat Zarzob. I know he's a really good player, but I wanted to try because it's my first time playing against him. So I really wanted to try. I heard stories about him. He's like the former champion, like the previous year.
You've heard stories about it.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's a legend.
He's a legend.
Yeah, in New Zealand he's a legend. But
he's a
legend now for beating Saint.
Saint Killer. Yeah,
Saint
that's the nickname, isn't it? Saint Killer.
Saint Killer.
No, well, he needs to beat JDCR to become perfect. That's all it is.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's already beaten Saint, so he's already there, but he needs to get JDCR as well, just so that he can become perfect Zarzob.
I think
perfect Zarzob.
I think I understand what you mean, Maiven, because you're facing someone that you know is exceptionally better.
But
just the chance of like facing them, you know what I mean? Like I know what you mean. It gives you that fire. You want to. You really want to go hard at it. Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing, I don't get a lot of experience playing against someone way better than me. Yeah, but that's the interesting thing. I get better if I play against someone who's better than me. I mean, that's how I learn, like experience. I don't really go to the lab and maybe study frames or moves. I don't do that. Maybe I just practice some combos, but not really how to defend against certain moves from certain character. So I only play with really good player and then learn from there. It's like. So from there, you'll know which moves will work against this level of player and which ones won't work against this kind of player.
I think that's the effective way to learn is really playing against people rather than playing with your own mentality.
Yeah, so I think for me, that's my best practice. Maybe have a death match with someone better than me. Even if I go like 10-0, it's fine. But I learn from there. Yeah.
Well, I went 10-0 with you on an online match.
That's online!
And I still haven't got my salty run back. So, don't think you're leaving, New Zealand that easy, man.
I actually
I remembered also, like, just before the LPL opening, I was playing you in the hotel room.
Oh, yeah?
And then I was getting away with so much shit. And then all you were doing is you were just, like, looking at me. You were giving me the evils. You were staring me down. You're like...
No.
No, you were like shaking your head and you were tisking. You're like, oh.
No, maybe.
Shall you?
That makes sense. I was actually thinking like how to deal with it. Yeah. Yeah, I was actually really thankful. Like I'm way past that mentality, blaming my opponent. Like because there's one time. Like point of time where when I lose against someone, I always blame it like, oh, that one's so broken, or that's a cheater, or like, oh, he spam low. But right now, every time I lose, I'll be
You're
like,
just blaming yourself.
Blame yourself and like think of the things that you could have done better. Like, oh, I should have blocked that, or like, oh, I should have seen that coming, but I still got hit by it. Or like, I shouldn't have pressed a button, something like that. But like, I don't blame the character of my opponent or my playmate.
You mean your opponent's playstyle? Right, okay.
Like if they spam low, then you should have known that there's a high chance that they will use low, something like that.
Well, that's the thing that Tekken is a very salty game.
Yeah.
So it's bound to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And it just depends on how you're going to take it, really. But now let's talk about some other stuff. Well, obviously we've got Noctis being announced as the third.
In the hell?
What the F, right?
That's actually, I think it's an awesome reveal.
I think it is, but the thing is that it's broken. He looks broken.
He looks so cool. He looks so cool playing, but the swords in Final Fantasy, they are big and long. I am curious about the range of those attacks.
Yes,
that's my only fear is this range. Yeah.
You're making a dick joke there, son?
The range. It's a big sword.
Big and long.
Just drop it, man, okay? My toes touched your toes once, alright?
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
And you liked it. But
about Noctis, yeah.
Yeah, so Noctis, well, like, I don't know what to say about that, really.
It's really
I
interesting.
definitely want to pick him up.
Yeah, because it looks so cool.
I'm gonna drop shell you. I'm gonna pick up Noctis.
Like a new main for you, huh? New main.
Yeah, he might as well be like in Soul Calibur or something. Like, with that sword.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like big as Nightmare's sword.
Yeah, because
you
I
know?
don't play Soul Calibur, so maybe I'd rather have him in Tekken so I can try, to get to experience playing.
The weird thing is, like, he's not the only character that has a weapon in Tekken. You look at Yoshimitsu, yeah, of course, for example. But then I just think of the sword as an extension of his arm. But with Noctis, he's holding a big sword, a
BF sword.
Yeah,
for those
huge sword.
Yeah, for those that know League of Legends, the BF sword, which is big effing sword.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's
like,
what Noctis has.
Yeah.
Nah, but he's only got one BF sword. The rest of them are quite tiny.
Yeah, but in the video,
Oh yeah,
those
we saw
combos,
that.
those combos look cool.
The part where he threw his sword and he teleported in front of the character.
Yeah,
I think that would be like spammable.
oh, that's
People
crazy, man.
will
I think
that
he's
for sure.
Yeah,
I think it's an awesome choice. I think it's a great choice.
Yeah,
This character,
I think
yeah.
I believe they surprise everyone there, because from the pattern that they used before, they revealed Akuma, which is from Street Fighter fighting game, and then they revealed Geese from King of Fighters.
Yeah.
So I believe people are expecting another character from another fighting game, right? Yeah, and then they suddenly revealed like a character from Final Fantasy. Was really surprised.
I think it's great because I'm a Final Fantasy fan, and I like Final Fantasy. I mean, even though that the Final Fantasy is like ultra shit, I'll still play it. Like 13 is a piece of shit. Sorry, Milky, but I'm gonna have to say
Milky likes the game.
Milky
13?
loves 13.
And he has a
13
relationship.
is like lightning, right?
Yeah.
And he has,
Well, female Cloud.
Yeah, female Cloud.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Noctis,
Emo as Cloud.
And Noctis has a relationship with Lars, as it was in the trailer. I'm quite curious to see what that's
they
like.
go
Just because they
together.
both have a cell phone.
Because they were both fishing at the end of the game.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, and talking
I didn't
casually like
actually see
friends,
that
like
bit.
close
No.
friends.
Okay.
Spoiler.
Sorry, get up on the news, man.
But yeah, how did you find the worlds?
You want today?
Yeah.
Oh, it was crazy. So I woke up really early for it. I woke up like 9 o'clock. Maybe it's not that early for you guys, but it's really early for me. Every time I'm having my off day, I just sleep until 1 o'clock. But just to watch that, I really set an alarm. So it's really good. They started the pools with 4 groups, with 1 player, really good player for each group, and then the rest of the players will choose which group they want to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really interesting.
Like you had JDCR.
JDCR, Tishimon.
Yeah, you would have liked Tushimon.
Yeah.
He was the Master Raven player.
Yeah, for sure.
I was thinking, Maiven's going to like this dude.
Yeah, and then Saint and Speed Kicks.
Speed Kicks, yeah,
Speed
man.
Kicks in one of the groups. So it's really interesting to see that kind of format, but I think it's really effective as well. Yeah, so it's really cool to see high level of players. There's one pool which is I think Pool D. Yeah, there's like Nobi, Saint, Jimmy J Tran.
That was the
that was the death pool.
Hot
death
lava.
Pool. I mean,
yeah.
it looks like those players are like top 4 already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is really cool. I really enjoyed it. So I spent the whole day watching the stream. Really.
Well, you did nothing today. Just watch the stream.
Yeah, I just watching eat, of course.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you're
That's
lucky.
fine.
You're
And
lucky.
I took a shower before coming down here for.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Sweet. So anyway, let's get back on topic there. So tell us about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know that you also play a competitive card game.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Oh yeah.
Briefly.
Yeah. So it's called Wise Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Hello to my Wise Wars friends. So Wise
Doesn't
Wars.
your wife play that as well?
Yeah, she played
Yeah.
that as well. So it's really cool. It's I won't say it's close to Yu-Gi-Oh. It's more like an anime card game. So it's like different anime series, and they put it into a card game. So it's really fun. I mean, like if you like Sword Art Online, you can build a deck, a Sword Art. Or,
Just based on...
yeah, based on Sword Art Online or Attack on Titan. So you can really use the characters that you really like.
Is there a Soma one?
So I'm not really sure. Maybe soon, yeah.
Or just
hopefully.
like cooking
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, it's a really cool card game. We started playing it about I think 2 years ago when we attended this convention, and they have this booth that teaches you how to play it.
Yeah.
And they're giving away like sample packs as well. So me and my wife attended that event. We pick it up, and then there's one Sunday, and there's like a local tournament near my place. So we just decided to attend it, and then we met like really like a bunch of people there, really nice friends.
Right. Okay.
So that's when we started playing it more regularly, like every week. We meet.
And how big's the community?
At the moment it's pretty small community. So like every time they do the like monthly tournament, you'll see like same faces every time. But that's a good thing about it. Like, you'll become really close since there's just like a few of you, maybe 20 to 30 people. Yep.
And anyone that you know, like, you know, that we all know that plays this as well?
Oh, I think Axon plays it.
Axon plays it?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
yeah. Axon, yeah, that's where I met him.
Yeah, his mate,
the
Kazumi
player. Yeah. So that's when I met him, and then we played it together. And then when Tekken 7 came out, yeah, we picked it up at the same time as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he used to play Tekken Tag. So that's the thing. Like, we played that card game, right? And then I think there was one time we just suddenly mentioned Tekken. We talked about Tekken, and he mentioned that he played Tekken and he wanted to play against me. And then we went to the time zone to test it out. So I told him, like, I haven't played in a while. I haven't played in years. Because, like, seriously, the last time I played it was, like, the tournament in time zone, I think. Yeah, the Tekken Tag 2. And they released Tekken 7, but I don't play Tekken 7 in time zone. And then I don't have a PlayStation at that time. So we went to time zone and played against each other. And he's like, it looks like you just played yesterday. But he knows his stuff. So, yeah, from that point, like, we decided, like, oh, when Tekken 7 comes out, then we'll pick it up together, then we'll play each other. So it's really cool to see him, like, go with us as well.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
Because we've got Tekken 7 Vanilla here. We don't have FR. Does the Philippines, do you know if they have FR as well?
I don't think they have it.
So it's just vanilla.
Yeah, I think
the poor
have
guys.
No, but, like, that's the thing in Philippines. Like, the community is so big, they don't need the time zones to play. There's a lot of, like, shops right now who does the...
So it's like a net cafe, right?
Yeah, a lot of net cafe. Or, like, I'm not sure if I can call it net cafe because some of it are, like, dedicated for fighting games. Yeah, so if you know Dojin, it's being sponsored by Playbook. Playbook is like, it's a place where people gather to play fighting games, mostly fighting games. So yeah, there's a lot of places like that in Philippines at the moment, so they don't really need to go to time zone just to play Tekken.
Oh, I fear that you know, some of the time zones might be losing a lot of customers.
For sure, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that in most cases they really need to get a move on to actually get FR into the Philippines, because potentially there's going to be a lot of people. I think that it's also a good group gathering as well for things like that. But I mean, if they're having, like, you know, if they're doing console sessions and things like that at net cafes, then I think that's already quite good. But then the thing is that you can't really add you know, people, like, you know, into the group. So, you know, you'll probably what is it, you hire a place or you'll rent out, like, you know, one computer or one console, and it's just going to be that group of people. There's never going to be any new challenges unless you have a tournament, and then you guys can play each other and things like that, you know.
Because like the community in Philippines, it's a big group now. I mean, it's like in New Zealand, let's say there's this Auckland team, like pretty much us, Connor, and everyone, right? And there's this Wellington. But, like, just imagine in Philippines, but a lot bigger. So let's say there's a community in my place, like in Quezon City or in Manila, but there's like hundreds of players there. So they will see each other, like, for sure. And like the net cafes, it's already a big thing in Philippines. So I don't think people will still bother going to time zones to play. To be honest, like, they will prefer those places like a net cafe. Yeah, and it's really cozy and the setup's good. It's just a net cafe, but you'll see like a big screen, and everything. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm actually looking forward on going to those kind of places when I get back to Philippines.
What's the first thing you're going to do when you go to the Philippines?
Yeah, eat first.
Eat?
yeah. Eat a lot of foods. I'm actually like making like a list of the things that I want to eat.
What's some of the things? Go on, let's see some. What are some Philippine food? Some food from the Philippines that you want to get your hands on.
I want to, of course, Jollibee. Have you heard of Jollibee?
No, let's Google
okay,
that.
Google.
I've heard of Halo Halo. I know you're keen for Halo Halo.
I'll go with Halo Halo as well. It's like a Philippine kind of dessert with shaved eyes.
Let's go off topic a bit. I mean, obviously, it's not just about Tekken. The Salt Shaker podcast is about anything and everything. So, obviously, I've got like a few Filipino friends, and man, the food is just phenomenal. Some of the food that you just have, you're like, oh my goodness, this is like the best shit I've ever had.
Yeah, you'll just miss it. Like, it's been a year now since I've tried it. Although my wife still cooks like Filipino foods, but it's gonna be like limited. Yeah, pastas. Have you tried like the sweet kind of pasta?
Yeah,
it's like Philippine style of pasta. Let's say they make carbonara or spaghetti. They always make it sweet because that's how we like it.
They also put in like there's a sauce or something that they actually use. I forgot what it's called. It sounds like pina colada, but it's not pina colada. It's pina something. It's like a fish sauce, I think.
Okay, I forgot how it's called.
What are they called?
Yeah, it's like a salty one.
Yeah, and it's kind of clear. It's clear.
Bagoong something? Maybe it's bagoong or not. Yeah. No, patis?
Something like that.
Yeah, maybe like, yeah, it's a fish sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good sauce. I really like it too. Yeah, it works with a lot of dishes as well. Yeah.
And not to mention all the money that you earn from like New Zealand. If you go back to the Philippines, you live like a king, right?
Patis? Someone's saying patis?
Yeah, patis. Yeah. Maybe that's the one. Oh, that's Steven.
Hey, I'm right
here.
here.
Steve. Yeah, he's a friend from Philippines. So listen to our podcast. Hi guys.
We'll get him to like get more people from the Philippines to tune in.
Yeah, that's
get your mum to tune in.
Come back and bring some patis, man.
I don't think she knows how to use Twitch though. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. So what else is there? Like all I know is that every time what happens is that me and my wife, she's got a friend who's Filipino. Every birthday, we always go to Cornwall Park, and that's where we hang out, like his whole family and everything. So we always just use his birthday to sort of gather, like all friends. We basically just see each other like once a year.
Oh, on his birthday.
Yeah, on his birthday, and then that's it. So we play touch rugby and all those others. There's always a barbecue, and there's just endless amounts of food.
Yeah, that's how we celebrate something in Philippines. Just food, eat.
You guys are like islanders, pretty much.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, because I actually looked into a bit of Filipino stuff. Last Thursday was a holiday, All Souls Day.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's an occasion where a lot of food comes out.
Yes, that's I think it's all.
I think it's one of your holidays.
Yeah, it's definitely one of our holidays. We've got lots of holidays. That's
you guys
one
in
of
the
the good
Philippines,
things.
I've actually looked it up. You guys have so many holidays.
Yeah, that's why like
you've only got like 4 statutory holidays.
Yeah, it's like every month you'll get 1 or 2 like long weekends to do something you like, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's like I think New Zealand. How many holidays do you have?
Well,
like,
basically,
not
from
much,
what I know is that at the very beginning of the year, you've got Auckland Anniversary Day, Waitangi Day, Anzac Day, Easter, Queen's birthday, and then straight after that, it's just
too much without.
It's a huge gap, and then it's Labour Weekend.
Oh,
That's it, and then it's Christmas. So nothing much, not too much.
You guys have got like 12 days or something. I don't know. It's like, it's crazy.
No, 12, 20. That's a lot. Yeah.
Man.
We adapt every holiday. Yeah, that's true. Okay, man. Okay.
Yeah, so basically, let's just bring it back. So, what about in terms of LPL? Like, obviously, so how did you... So, you qualified on a
online tournament, yeah. To be honest, I didn't know that it will qualify me for like a next stage. It only happens like, I think it was on a Saturday or Sunday. So I'm having my off day. I joined the New Zealand Tekken page, and they posted there there's gonna be like an online tournament. So I just signed up for it, and then I played like I usually do, and I reached finals against Connor. Connor won, but like I placed second. And then the next thing I know is there's another stage after that I qualified for the LPL thing. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I didn't know it's a tournament for something bigger.
You didn't know it was a qualifier?
Yeah, I didn't know. Like
Wow.
honestly, I didn't know it was a qualifier. Yeah, yeah, that's what happened.
And
Like,
I
it's
guess,
like-
well,
I
there was
think-
one individual that we know that drove all the way down to Hamilton just for just to qualify. Not going to mention any name, Drax. So
Okay,
You
well,
qualified in Hamilton.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
no, but there's a short, and it is a sad story. But no, I had a family like passing.
you had a
But also-
family passing.
Yeah, but
really?
yeah, I did,
Oh,
but I kept
okay.
it quiet. But also my internet, I didn't trust my internet for that particular tournament.
Yeah.
So both those decisions,
So
I was
you-
just like, nah.
So you've got Fano in
No,
Hamilton.
not in Hamilton. I just mean like in Auckland. Like I just wasn't in.
So you got away from
yeah,
you ran away.
temporarily.
You got a
I just
reason
wasn't in
for
the.
it.
I wasn't in the right mindset to play online. I didn't want to lose to lag. Like I would have hated myself losing to lag.
Every time you say lag, he looks at me like I want to lose the lag. I was like, oh, sorry.
Still salty. Still salty.
Jeez.
Yeah, we still haven't do like offline that.
We haven't settled our score yet,
yeah.
man. I'm waiting.
No, don't worry. Just Maiven, just beat him. Just beat him, and then give him the finger, and then
And
just
then
drop.
fly off.
No,
I'm
drop.
out.
No, drop
Yeah.
drop
The
the controller.
controller.
Drop the controller. Don't even worry about your controller. Just drop it and break it, and then just be like, "Yep, bye."
Bye.
And then just hop on the plane. That's all you need to do.
That's gonna be cool. Yeah,
So
I might do that.
10-0.
10-0.
10-0.
10-0 is the
Drop
record.
it. Like that's like.
Yeah.
I tried so hard. Okay.
Like pad drop, not
Pad
mic
drop.
drop.
Pad
yeah.
drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drop. Yeah, that should be a new thing.
Mm-hmm. Just drop the pad. Anyway, yeah, so with that in LPL that you qualified and everything like that, obviously it was quite exciting
Yeah,
because
it-
I mean obviously
it really
all three of us that's in this room right now all qualified.
Yeah, yeah.
So how did you feel about like the whole experience of playing for something so big?
I really enjoyed the experience. It's like it's where I met most of you guys. Yeah, if not for LPL, I wouldn't even be here. I mean, like maybe I'm still inside my house playing online. You know, like maybe I won't even bother going to tournaments because I know like I don't know anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but like from LPL, I always requested for like weekend off because I wanted to attend like a tournament. So the whole experience
Were they quite supportive of your work?
when I
Yeah.
told him about it, it's yeah. And the good thing about LPL, we did it like every Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't as bad as requesting for a Saturday off. Yeah, because just for the record, I work in a restaurant, so restaurant busiest days are
New
like,
Orleans, right?
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So I work in a restaurant, so busiest days are like weekends. So it's really hard for me to get a weekend off. Okay. Yeah. So Wednesday we did it like every Wednesday. So I managed to get most of the off days. I requested like 3 off days, even if I'm not really sure if I will qualify for the next one. Yeah. So it's a really cool experience.
Yeah, no, definitely. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our first and only break because we don't actually have a plug. We don't have any ads or anything.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is, so Drax, why don't you take it away? Oh,
Yeah.
where's he going?
Well, I'll just wait. I'll wait. Are you
Is
inviting
that-
anyone?
Is that Christmas Damager?
I don't know. Who?
Who is that? Who's at the door?
I don't know. This is your house.
I don't know. Go open it.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Sit down here. How are we doing, boys and girls?
Are you like? Is this you daily, or is this just daily in the Santa Claus outfit?
Probably a bit of both. But no, this is your boy Santa Claus here. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! I'm just here to promote a little event called Christmas Damager. I can't quite see with my eyes. How long have we got? It is the 18th of November. 18th of November. You want to sign up to Christmas Damager? Sure going to be a hell of an event. You two boys entering in it yourselves?
Yeah, that's right. Is there going to be any presents from you there, Santa?
Or if you behave, there might be.
I think I've been a bad boy, so I might get like a lump of coal. Who knows?
Or you might get some charcoal, but you shouldn't complain.
Okay.
A Christmas gift is a Christmas gift. Oh yes, so Christmas Damager, if you haven't signed up, please do. You know, it's good boys and girls like you that make this event truly worthwhile and fun. So please sign up. Every submission is worth it. Thank you.
And there he goes. He's off on his sled. Alright guys, we're going to be right back. Like I said, we don't have many plugs, so I'm just going to play some music, okay? So this is Chrono on Salt Shakers. Hello, and we are back, guys. Now, basically, for those that just tuned in, I've got Maiven with me, along with my co-host, Drax. So, basically, for those that don't know, the music that I've been playing, so I played Ken's theme at the very beginning of the podcast, and this theme is Ryu's theme. So, this is done by a band called the Consoles, and they basically do a lot of jazz spin-offs for for a lot of games and things like that. So really, really put it up there for them. They're really, really good. I've subscribed to them, and just got a whole bunch of people interested in their music. And I hope that you guys enjoyed that, and definitely subscribe to them if you want to listen to more. So it's basically the Consoles. So that's Con, so C-O-N, and then Souls, as in C-O-U-L-S. So, yeah, be sure to subscribe to them if you enjoy this kind of music. Alright, we are back. So, Maiven, back to our podcast there.
Yep.
So, tell us about your comment, or do you have any comments about Dojin versus Cornova on Saturday's match?
I actually watched the live stream for that. So to be honest, I was rooting for Cornova, for Abuji Thomas, because he's more like a friend of mine now.
Don't say it just because we're here, alright?
No,
Yeah,
no,
don't
no,
say
no.
it. You can say it.
No,
You can
like-
say
no,
that.
like
You
what
go.
I said,
Don't lie. You were like, yeah, go Dojin, go. But then later on, you're like, Abuji lost. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, but then at the inside, you're like, yes, Filipino, go Filipino.
It's because I've met Thomas, I played with him more than I played against Dojin.
But you know Dojin on a personal level.
Yeah,
You actually do, yeah.
we played just a couple of times, and he destroyed me. Yeah, way back in Singapore when they went for the for the tournament, Southeast Asian majors. Yeah, it was in Tekken Tag 2, I think about 3-4 years ago. Yeah, then AK was there too. Brook was there too. Yeah, so I was rooting for Abu G, but deep inside me, I knew that it's Dojin will take it.
Sorry, for those...
But I have a reason for that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay,
For those, just quickly, for those who are listening overseas, the Philippines, we're calling Cornova is Abuji.
Yes.
Just because they may not get the reference.
Oh, yeah.
That's the little nickname we gave to Cornova. So he's the player that faced against Dojin in the Busan. Yeah, Busan.
Representative for...
Yeah, so he is Abuji. We all know that. We all know him as Abuji. I mean, he came fourth. Come on. Give the guy some credit.
Yeah,
no, of course. That's still an incredible feat. But to be fair, New Zealand and Philippines, to get that far, that's impressive.
To be very honest, though, I actually think that Cornova should have won against Kira Kira.
I think so.
He should have. I think he choked so hard.
He looked tired as well. But to be fair, with the rest of the players, I think they had the same time of sleep and maybe some rest. So I don't know. Yeah, he just maybe choked so hard.
Well, it's either that he choked so hard or Blackout didn't do a proper job in
training him.
Yeah, training him, I guess. So bad Blackout, not good. So with that one there, so obviously you wanted Thomas to win.
Yeah.
But obviously, I guess that he kind of got outplayed.
And
he didn't really know too much about Eddie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it seems like it. And the thing is, Dojin, he has a lot more, way more experience playing in a world level Tekken. Yeah, so he played a couple of times against Nobi, Ni. I don't watch personally. I still watch on stream, so that's why I know. Yeah, he played with those big names, JDCR. So he has more experience compared to Abuji. Yeah, so that's why I believe he will take the games against Abuji. Yeah, because he played more against these international level players compared to Abuji, who just I think started going out to representing countries and going to tournaments as big as that. Yeah, so that's one of my reasons why.
This is new to him, so I guess that what you're trying to say is that Cornova is still quite green in the tournament level, the world level.
Yeah.
So he doesn't
the elite
have
level.
He doesn't have that much experience or as much exposure, in playing all those big names out there. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I know how good Abuji is. I played with him. He offline. He destroyed me maybe 12-0 or 14-0. Yeah, that was before the grand finals for LPL where Saint came in, right? Yeah, and then after that, so I know how good he is. I was oh man, this guy is so good. I'm so glad we have him in New Zealand to defend New Zealand against Saint. And then when I watch him got destroyed by Saint, I was like really like mind blown.
It's a different level.
Yeah, because like this person. He's maybe like your idol. I know how good he is.
Thomas is your idol?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like I know he can take Saint, and then suddenly he got destroyed.
Just got picked
pretty
apart.
Bad. Yeah, so that's where I noticed like, oh, okay, maybe it's not on that level.
You have to realise though is that New Zealand was still quite a small community in terms of a fighting game and things like that. I mean, in terms of any game really, New Zealand is not in the same mindset as all the other countries. So even compare us to Australia, we still get destroyed in every game that's there. It's just because there's more competition over there.
Like maybe the competitive scene, like competitive in terms of like globally, I think it just started. Yeah.
Just what you said, Alvin, and how Zarzob put it in the comments. Yeah, because obviously players like Dojin and Kirakura, they've played a lot more on that elite level, and you see it in their faces. Like even Kirakura had a bit of a soft smile in his eyes, and you could just see Cornova like every set mattered to him, because it was just. He need you know what I mean, like to pull through.
That's the thing, like it shows how competitive Filipinos are. Just by like Dojin's playstyle, he played like different characters in that kind of level, because here like Abuji, he, to be fair to him, like not a lot of players can beat him in a serious matchup, like you know what I mean. Like majors, he always takes it if he goes to that tournament, or if not maybe second, but for sure he'll play something, right? So like if you're that good and then suddenly you go outside where everyone is at the same level as you, or not, if not higher than your level, then it will be like a shocking experience for you.
It is a weird wake up call as well to see a player like that you consider so skilled get picked apart, and it's like wow, like
my experience, right? Like I mentioned, I was doing really good against my group of friends. Just we go to this friend of mine and play. Like I always win, like not that much of a challenge. But when I went out to like a certain time zone, I got destroyed because like I didn't realize like there's a lot of these people as competitive as like playing in tournaments. So I think that's the thing that happened. Yeah. So Dojin just got more experience and like experience with really like competitive people. Like the community is just so big. Yeah.
Well,
so
I mean, over there, there'll probably be like 10 Cornovas or 20 Cornovas there.
Yeah,
whereas over here,
likely.
it is it is quite selective.
Yeah.
Like there's only a few people out there in Tekken that really are above everyone else.
Yes. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, but like what you said, like he did really well. He plays 4. That's really impressive.
That is. It is.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Like everyone was cheering for him. It's really good.
Yeah. We didn't get KFC.
Did you guys see the Pog champ?
Yeah.
All the Pog champs.
Like,
I saw you in the chat.
Like
yeah.
the whole thing. Yeah.
We were all waiting, like ready to fire, and then Zarzob's like, "Okay, now go do it," and then we're just like,
yeah. So one of the questions, it says, why do you think there's no Mokujin or Combot in Tekken 7? I don't know. I just think to be honest, I don't think that there's really a need for a Combot or a Mokujin.
Like
I mean, yeah, sure,
character.
it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I don't think it's necessary anymore.
Yeah. If you want some like a random character to play, then just pick random, right?
Exactly.
Although Mokujin changes character every round.
Oh no! Here's the Pog champs. Look at that.
Oh, Pog champs coming in. Hi,
it's only 4. It's only 4. That's not good
okay.
enough.
We'll take 4. We'll take 4.
Not good enough, guys.
Oh, I think Chris is making fun of me. He's doing my mistake.
Useless.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh god, that was an honest mistake. It wasn't on purpose. I tried to do the PogChamp right, and bloody spell check interfered. Oh.
No, but anyway, let's get back to the Q's and A's and everything. So, Tekken aside, obviously with you being in New Zealand, how do you find our culture?
It was amazing. So like 3 years ago when we decided to move here,
what made you want to move here?
with the intention of living here.
Yeah.
So we got married. Like after working in Singapore for like 5 years, we decided to go back, get married, and after that.
Well, let me. Sorry to interrupt you. How old are you?
27.
You're 27.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, and how long ago were you married?
2 years ago, 2015. So almost.
So okay, so 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh, okay. So you got married at 25.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty young for getting married, man. You know, to be honest, I mean, there's only a handful of us Tekken players that are married.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm married, Penalicious is married, and that's really about it.
Well,
yeah.
we've been together for like 8 years before getting married.
Right, okay.
So it's like, it's about time, you know?
You have some interesting photos of what you're wearing at your wedding.
What was that? Yeah, I want to tell us about that.
That, that honestly looked like a cosplay event.
Yeah,
Okay,
it did look like it. And you had like blonde hair and everything.
It's like I used to cosplay a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I was like 16, 17 years old, I was pretty active in cosplay. And that's how I met her. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so I was cosplaying this certain character, and then she was there cosplaying as well. And then we met and then asked for each other's number. Yeah, so like at first he started like messaging each other, hey, how are you? Are you going to the next convention? Are you wearing this character? And then, like, so we talk a lot.
She did mention in the chat that she's a little bit older than you.
Yes. Do you want me to mention how old
No, let's not. We cannot mention a female's age. It's not cool. It's not cool, man.
Yeah, she's slightly older than me.
Slightly older?
Slightly
okay.
older.
As long as you can say slightly, that's fine.
Okay, I still say
okay. But you know, we all know that she's 21. Okay? So she's 21. Okay, cool.
She's
Gotcha.
21,
Gotcha. She's
that's
21.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, as you were saying.
Yeah. So most of our common friends also cosplayed, right? Mm-hmm. So we decided to go with the theme with like a common interest, which is like cosplay. We cosplay. Both of us used to cosplay. We both love anime, gaming. So we decided to go with that theme.
Right.
Yeah. So we just decided to go to like a fantasy kind of anime kind of theme, wedding theme.
Right.
Yeah, that's why like we're wearing that those kind of clothes.
Right.
You're wearing a white suit, which is interesting because you know you're the groom.
It's
you're
not really a white suit. It's kind of like it's very clamp like.
Yeah. Like,
kind of clampy, you know.
I was actually looking for like
very
a
clamp.
king kind of image. Anime kind of image. So I searched Google.
Like a royal kind of
idea.
You know, like Jin's Tekken 6 outfit. You know, Clamp designed that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and I think that Naruto was the one that designed Lars's one.
Yeah, that's why like Lars. Lars is in one of Naruto's game, right? Have you seen that? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was in it. That's right.
I think Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 or something.
It was.
Yeah. Cool. That's true. So, did you ever cosplay when you were in New Zealand?
No.
Why? Why not?
I'm way past that stage, I think.
I think you can cosplay
I gained weight. I
gained
gained weight now. Then my hair isn't as nice as before, and I don't have time to, look for a costume and everything. Yeah, because like if I will cosplay, I might as well cosplay like properly.
Yeah.
Something like looks.
Oh, you
cool.
and Squishy Blob would be like best friends.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys always cosplay. You know, there is a community over here for cosplays and things like that. So, it's different. So anyway, with New Zealand, so you said that you're working in
restaurant
in the in the restaurant over here, and so how did you find out about New Zealand? So was this always a country that was on your agenda for living in?
Not really. Like
no.
So,
how did you stumble across that?
So, after Singapore, after our wedding, like I really don't have any idea where I want to go. Like all I wanted to do is like maybe relax first and then maybe start looking for a job, maybe in Philippines.
Right.
And then her uncle, who has a business of processing papers, and it's like a consultancy for immigrating in New Zealand.
Right.
So he's the one who who gave us the idea of moving here. So he told us a lot about the good things in New Zealand. So we researched about it as well. They said that the lifestyle here is like more relaxed, which is perfect for a newly wed couple, right? Yeah, because if you just get married, you'll want more time to be with her, to do stuffs together. You don't wanna just get married after a week, go back to work 6 days a week, and then go back home. You know,
so in the Philippines or like in any Asia countries, right? Like hospitality is really hard working.
Yeah,
and you have grueling
hours. Yes, it's really tiring.
Well, I mean, even over here, hospitality is already quite bad, but there is a certain. I think that there's a certain guideline that they have to follow.
Yeah, which is really cool, and which I'm thankful I have to experience. For you guys, it looks like hospitality here, it's already like tiring, which is true, but compared to what I experienced before, it feels like it's lighter, and I enjoy it better because working hours way shorter. I'm only working 40 hours a week, maybe sometimes 35, which I enjoyed because like sometimes I start at 5, so it means I have like 6-7 hours to do whatever I wanted to do before I start work on that day.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I start early, I finish like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I still have lots of time, you know? Where compared to the ones I experienced before, I work like 9 a.m., I finish like 12 midnight. It's like just work every day, wait for your off day, which is only once a week, and then use that off day to maybe wash your clothes. And the next thing you know, it's already nighttime. You're going to work the next day. You know, like it's a cycle. Definitely, you earn more. You get more, like more work, more money, right? But like you'll enjoy it at first, but after working long enough, you'll feel like, oh, when am I gonna finish at this job? I want to quit. I want to resign. So I'd rather
you just lose the will to live.
Yeah.
Pretty
so
much.
I prefer like the more relaxed way, long term. Yeah, it's like maybe less hours, less pay, but enough to get by. You're happy
more
with
pay
your life.
in New Zealand, though. More pay in New Zealand. If you're in the Philippines, you won't really get too much.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like what I mentioned, I stayed in Singapore. Yeah, so I got paid pretty decent amount. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, well, Singapore's currency is quite similar.
It's
quite
similar. Just a cent difference.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same. Yeah, but like what I said, it's if you've been doing that for certain number of years, you'll get tired.
I wouldn't really want to stay in like in a country where you can't chew gum. That sucks, man.
You can't chew gum. Just don't. Just try.
Yeah, that's illegal. I remember.
Just hide it.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's an illegal thing. Like people hide it from their bag.
Not to mention the fines are ridiculous.
But
it works.
Yeah, I've stayed overnight at Changi Airport, and I've seen 2 dudes walk past with like automatic rifles, and the thought of just mimicking chewing gum, like I just want to see.
No, they will ask you. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like these guys are walking around.
You can always try, but it's gonna be too late if they, like, if it gets serious. But Singapore, it's a lovely country. I've also met some really good Tekken players there. Yeah.
You want to mention a few? In case this reaches them.
ZF.
Yeah.
ZF. Yeah, he's really good. He used to play Ganryu as well, and lots of different characters. He's one of the top players in Singapore at the moment. Shin. Yeah. Shin. Yeah. He's a Steve player. They're really cool guys. I'm not really sure if they can still remember me, but yeah, maybe when we see each other, for sure they'll recognize me. Yeah, but really cool community as well. Yeah. So every time I go there and play with them, it's a good experience.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. So, basically, I mean, that's all the questions I have, Alvin. Yeah. So let's just sort of wing it here with some of the other questions since we've got time. So, tell me, would you ever have this opportunity to come back to New Zealand?
It will always be part of our options. I mean, we have this person who will help us to stay updated with what's happening with immigration and sort of stuff.
Right.
So if there's a chance, for sure. Like, honestly, I love New Zealand. I want to stay here if I can.
Well, if you got another chance, and let's say, for example, if you were in the Philippines again, and then someone called you and they said, "Oh, we want you to come back. We've got the papers and things like that." Would you actually consider it?
Yeah, but the thing is, I only come back if my wife can come back as well. It's like it's a package. I mean, I don't want to stay somewhere without her.
Of course.
If we'll stay in Philippines, we'll stay in Philippines together. If we stay here, we'll stay here together. So that's our deal with each other.
Of course, for better or for worse. Yeah, it's in your vows. Come on.
So if it gets slightly okay with the immigration and stuff, for sure, I love New Zealand. That's the original plan. Come here, stay here, and live here. Yeah. Let's start a family here.
And I think this is the perfect place to
when
really
they
see
change
that.
all this news and stuff, I mean, like regulations, like that goal of ours just suddenly disappear. Yeah. So it's really hard for us as well.
Like, you've been here for a couple of years. This is your home. You've made this your home. So this whole thing really
made some friends here.
A lot of friends, really.
So a lot of enemies too, you know.
Drax. Just like I said, just beat him. Just beat him. That's all you need.
Yeah, and then
just drop the pad. Just drop the pad. Hop on the plane. That's it. So you mentioned that because I to be very honest, forgive me for this, but I only knew who you were when you were doing some of the tournaments, when me and Zarzob, we were doing some of those weekly tournaments, and I saw your name come out, which is Vhens.
Oh yeah, Vince.
Yeah, and and then you were playing Master Raven, and then the next thing we know it, you were in LPL. So that's when I got to meet you. But the thing is that you said that you've met me way before that.
2015 Southern Cross Up. 2015 Tekken
I
Tag 2.
I only came in for one of the days to commentate, and
I
that
think,
was the top
I think
8.
that was the second. Yeah, and I was there. So that's why I recognized.
You made top 8, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's
Master
right.
Raven and
You mean Raven?
Yoshi. Raven.
There's no Raven.
Yeah. Raven and Yoshi.
Yeah.
So you commented that. That's why
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember
it's
commentating.
Okay. I lost on my I think second game.
Because Raven and Yoshi is quite a unique pair. You know, when you use of a tag too. So you know, I'm sure Chrono would like to think that he'd remember that player that uses that.
I
pair.
remembered Lilong. He remember
he's the only one I can think of.
He's the only one that actually used that duo.
Well, who's local?
Yeah. So there's that. But I remembered the only people that I remembered from there was that wasn't from Auckland was Fergus.
Yeah, Fergus. Yeah, that's where I met him
so
as well.
Cornwallis or Cornwallis now that you like to be called. Boy Lover 101, which is Adam.
Okay.
Adam Butchers or whatever. That's pretty much it really. Those are the only two that I didn't really that I sort of saw that weren't a regular. With that. And not to mention, though, that I was slightly hungover that next day, so I was kind of like, so, and I think I was, like, commentating with Blackout.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was so cool to, like, commentate with, and that was, like, the first experience that I've had with commentary.
Oh.
Yeah, so,
really? You sound so cool.
I definitely...
It's supernatural.
It's the hungover.
Hungover. Yeah, I thought it's like... I thought you were like the regular commentator every time.
No, that was the first time.
Because you commentated top 8. Yeah.
No, well, I mean, I wanted to commentate, and then a lot of people, what Dave used to say was, when the people wanted to commentate, he would just put them on. But then those people that he would just be like, come on, we need volunteers. Yeah, so things like that. And plus for me is I don't really know too much about the game. I just really like to talk about, the
because
player.
You mentioned you didn't like Tekken Tag 2, right?
I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Yeah. It's also because Xiao Yu was shit. So
and now she's a goddess.
Yeah. She's not a goddess.
She's good.
She's good, but not
that
great.
AOP is OP. End of story.
AOP
is OP.
One.
Yep.
Which stands for?
Art of Phoenix. Some gay form that I hate dealing with.
Okay. You're not supposed to say gay unless it's gay. It's not gay unless it's gay. Come on.
Stay salty.
And stay eggs, eh? Yeah. Okay. So let's get on to some of the other bits there. So tell me for Tekken, like the community, can you tell me in your honest opinion, in our community, who do you think are the heels, or I should say bad guys, that we should actually sort of consider in the community?
So in wrestling,
you know how in wrestling, you have the bad guys that people boo, and then you have the good guys that people cheer, like John Cena, which I boo, but
so turning heel means that they've turned bad. So
so
who do you think is a villain?
Who do you think are the villains? And
be honest. Be totally
honest.
honest.
Okay.
Be totally honest.
Not
the attitude, the attitude, the player that the character that they pick. Who do you think?
I really want to hear your answer. Yeah. What is it?
Oh, I'm gonna make some enemies with this one.
No, you won't. No. It's all for fun.
Okay,
all for fun.
I think maybe Civil.
Civil. Really? Really? Why? So tell us why. What do you reckon?
Yeah, because every time he plays and every time he wins, he smiles at you, like he'll show you this grin smile, and like how you didn't manage to block that, something like that. I mean, like, I don't know.
I think
it gives me this weird feeling, like kind of insulting. Like, I'm trying, come on, yeah, something like that. Like inside of my mind, oh come on, I'm trying, all right.
I said this to Cornwallis and Barnaby at Southern Cross Up when he won his match against. Oh, he was playing someone when he won. I said to Cornwallis behind him, I was like, I bet you 5 seconds he's gonna nod his head, going, oh.
Yeah.
And he did, and I'm thinking, why would you do that if you won?
If you won,
it's like he's just as hard on himself when he wins.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's like he's doing it not for him, but for you. Something like that.
So you're saying that he's feeling pity for you?
Something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, but it's just me assuming.
No,
okay?
no, that makes sense though. That makes sense. Yeah, is there anyone else that you wanted to add in that list?
This question is really hard because, like what I said, like everyone's been nice to me, very welcoming, very friendly. In wrestling, obviously there's people that's in character, and then when they're not wrestling, they're out of character. They're really nice people. Yeah.
So just take that into consideration. Maybe if they're in the game, maybe they're dicks. They're complete dicks.
It's that person that beats you and they do the control drop.
Yeah.
They do the pad drop.
Oh.
In front of you. Yeah.
Like that kind of feeling.
It's kind of feeling.
So
let's go do that.
One person that I'd like to mention. I don't know if you agree with this on me, but I think Cure.
Oh, Cure!
I think he is. He's definitely a villain in the community.
Yeah, he's kind of a villain. Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Was he like, did he do that? That reset.
Yeah, like reset.
He reset.
And then he dropped the F-bombs.
Yeah, he reset with Cornova at Southern Cross Up. He looked at the audience, pointed both fingers in the air, and was like, reset.
Yeah, but he's just really happy about it.
Like, he actually,
mother effers.
Called the audience out.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was good because, he's the type of person is that, you either like him or you either hate him.
Yeah.
But, he's just him.
I just hate his character. I don't hate him, actually.
His character, Street Fighter character. Every time.
Bloody Akuma. Yeah, so there's that. So, good question there. So I think that might be on the agenda to ask on every podcast. Who do you think is a villain? Or who do you think is the ultimate good guy? I think BG.
Easy question.
Yeah? You're going to ask us questions. Okay.
Daily.
What was me?
Yeah, the good guy.
Really?
Daly's a good guy?
Yeah, Daly's a good guy.
Am I really? Okay.
He's really friendly. He's really friendly.
Okay, but anyone else? Like, anyone that you...
I think that there's always going to be this rivalry between Chrono and Drax.
Yeah.
It's always going to be that because Chrono is always pissed off at Drax.
Yeah, and I just
That's
like
all it
I
is.
just
Chrono is always pissed the F off.
And all I do is sigh to get over it, just to cope with it.
Yeah.
You're just so sweaty when you play the game.
Like, we just had that BK tournament, and I don't know why you're salty at me. You beat me. You knocked me out. I didn't.
That's from anger. Oh. That was from blatant anger. That was like, I don't know if you guys watch Dragon Ball Super, but that's Trunks in rage mode.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's Trunks in rage mode.
But it was
that's
hard
what it was.
for him.
Yeah.
It's like he's done it because he has
I had to run the gauntlet,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
There you go.
I ran the gauntlet for you. So, so anyway,
I actually think Zarzob would
okay.
be. No, I'm just saying. I don't think Zarzob would actually be a hero.
He's the people's champ. Of course,
Yeah,
People's champ.
People's
People's
champ.
champ.
Yeah.
He's the Rock.
But BG.
And he's got
BG.
that shirt, the yellow lion shirt,
Oh, don't mention about that yellow line shirt.
No, I like it. It's good, man.
It's pretty goofy.
He's fierce. So fierce.
That's not fierce.
Well, with the whole claw thing, the
Yeah.
row,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So so with, let's just say, what other characters would you also like, Namco to bring back into Tekken?
Lei. Yeah.
Definitely Lei.
Yeah, I played Lei, but super casually just to try because every time I watch streams, like high level Lei, it looks so cool. Yeah, so since I played Raven, Master Raven, who do lots of stances or like gimmicks,
Well, I know that a lot of people, when the TWT finals were finished, I'm sure that there were people expecting a Lei trailer.
Yeah.
I was expecting a Lei trailer. Yeah, because I mean, I know
he's been there from the very first game, right? Like
yeah. No, actually, no. He was Tekken 2.
Oh, Tekken 2, yeah,
Tekken
but
2
still
was his
really
first appearance.
surprising.
Yeah.
It's not in this game. Yeah, I really want to see him come back, so we can see like really high level lay players. It's gonna be really cool with all these new system, Rage Art, Power Crush, and everything with all his stances. Yeah.
Because with Tag 2, like you know, you would have 3 capos in that game: Eddie, Christy,
and Tiger. Yes.
Obviously, with Tekken 7, they're very selective with their cast. Like obviously, Kung Fu. Thing,
but they gave us 2 bears.
Leo, like they like Chinese martial arts, like, but still, I feel like Lei, the 5 form, like this. I think there's still room enough for him.
Original form,
because his form is actually still quite unique. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe Wang. But I don't know how
Xiao Yu's adapted some of his stuff already, like the down the down 3-4. Oh. That's something. Sidestep 4 has always been Wang's move. And also, just wanted to say that Lord Mina has actually mentioned if there's going to be any other crazy characters that they're going to implement. I mean, to be very honest there, Mina, I don't know. It could be anyone for this. I mean, it's getting pretty crazy with all the characters mix-ups and
Final Fantasy character. Yeah, it's really hard to predict.
There's someone that I would suggest people start following. Yellow Motion YouTube channel. Yeah. He was doing character predictions, and on one of his thumbnails, he actually put a picture of a Final Fantasy character. Ooh. I think he does really good like analysis and like like I'm just
sources.
He predicted Lee when I thought that Lee wasn't going to get it, and about the time he released it, I think like people were starting to feel like Lee was going to come back. So but I watch a lot of like people who they think will be unveiled. It's always hard to tell.
I actually want them to give us back characters with like a totally different fighting style. I don't really care like who, but I want someone with his own unique fighting style, which will add to the experience of playing Tekken.
Because Final Fantasy, it's their characters they're not fighters. So like to see that trailer, that was like I was really amazed.
That was unreal.
It was awesome.
That was unreal. So. Okay, well, let's just bring it back home, just before we ride off into the sunset. Just like, my...
ending phrase.
My closing catchphrase, my closing phrase. So, this is the question that we've all been waiting for, including your wife. Who is your Tekken waifu?
My Tekken waifu?
Obviously, we know who it is, but, we just wanted to double check.
Or if you'd said fighting game waifu.
Okay, fighting game waifu. Fighting game
waifu. No, maybe I'll stick with Tekken. I'll go with maybe Asuka. Yeah.
Wow. not Master Raven.
No.
Why are you saying she's just because she's black?
I don't want to say it, but since you've mentioned it.
Okay, we got a racist.
It's because she's a schoolgirl.
Call security, get this guy out.
So why Asuka?
Oh, because her face, she's pretty. She has a nice.
She's got massive hands.
Figure, yeah.
Oh, by Milky's standards.
She does though.
Yeah, Lily's.
Well, it's just like it's just like Nina having massive feet.
Yeah, Nina's like
her
really
thighs are
skinny for me.
She's got quite juicy thighs, but Nina, I think.
Nina,
yeah, I quite like them.
Long legs, yeah.
Long legs. Got good form.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just like Asuka.
Yeah, like appearance wise, Asuka's I think the most attractive one compared to the rest of the Tekken. Or maybe it's just me. Like Lily's pretty as well, but she has this like bitchy kind of look.
She's very like her thighs are massive.
Yeah.
Thunder
she
thighs.
Wear, like heavy makeup as well, which I don't like.
Friggin' like Chun-Li thighs. Yeah. That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Also with Bruce not being in Tekken 7, she is the only black character in Tekken. There is one other person.
Yeah.
I guess you could say Eddie is as well.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie, Master Raven,
Yeah, but I mean that makes her just more special, so.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lock in Asuka.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in Asuka.
Geez,
Final answer.
I think Virtual Bacon's gonna be upset.
Yeah, he's gonna be pretty upset. I don't know. He might be, he might not. He'll be like, yay!
He'll be like, good choice.
Yeah, good choice.
Eskimo brother. Eskimo brother. No, that's cool. Yeah, so was there any other things, any questions that you wanted to add, Drax? Or anything like that?
I'll just ask one.
Yeah.
Because you're originally from the Philippines, and obviously you had your own style of play. Like you have your etiquette, and obviously your play style has shaped from that.
Mm-hmm.
But now you've been in New Zealand. Would you think your skill or approach to play might benefit you when you go back to the Philippines and play the local scene there?
I believe so. Because
you think you'll go over there and they'll be like, wow, you've actually become a lot stronger.
I learned quite a lot of things in playing against the local community here. I learned a lot of like being more more patience. Yeah, give more patience. Like wait for your chance, whiff punish and everything. Where in Philippines, what I notice is when I go to like a local, let's say just was this like a time zone, the players, they have their own like setups. They have like really strong offense, but
they play differently.
Yeah, they play differently. But like there's like this common thing about them. Like they play very offensive. That once you get the loopholes and thing, then you'll get easily. You'll get them easily. Something like that. Like I haven't played with really high players in Philippines, but like the local arcades.
So are you saying that, you know, with these guys that just always quite offensive and things like that? So would that basically mean that you know, they would eat a lot of
punishers?
With punish, and they'll probably eat a lot of rage arts.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, once you hit your rage...
Yeah, like just keep your distance and... Yeah.
You've gotten better at reading, you'd say, right?
Yes, definitely. Here,
waiting,
definitely.
then reading,
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, but like, just to be clear, I'm not talking about like general high-level Tekken in Philippines because I haven't really experienced it yet, but like the common... like arcades,
but just the New Zealand experience, how it shaped you now.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
when you go back to, you know, the Philippines, and then you face, you know, some of your old friends and stuff, and they look back thinking,
like
how
more
did you pick this up?
Here. Yeah, I experienced more tournaments here compared to the Philippines. I think I only joined like one tournament in the Philippines, and then I flew outside. Yeah, so here in a span of 6 months, I joined like maybe 4 or 5. Yeah, so I learned a lot in tournament mindset as well. Like you'll only get like 3 chances at most. If you get like 1-1, you know, you'll get 3 chances at most. So make sure to make the most of it. Don't be so offensive because you'll eat like punishers and everything. So I learned a lot about that. Yeah, because sometimes you'll think that, oh, I can definitely beat that player maybe in long sets, but not in tournament. That's the thing. Like sometimes there's this one really good player. If I played against him maybe 5 times, maybe he'll win like 5 straight and then 6. But after that, he won't be able to beat me as much, something like that. But in tournament, you can't really apply that. You'll only get like 1 shot at it, and that's it.
You have to.
You win twice, you'll move up. Yeah, something like that. So I learned it here. I really learned that here, so which is really, really cool and useful for me as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that you just like every opportunity in a tournament, you
Yeah.
just take that and you run. Yeah, like no, you can play as cheap as you want and things like that. You know, nobody's going to stop you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not illegal to like throw 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
You know, or anything. So yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I've learned is that, you know, everything goes.
Yeah.
You know, there's no such thing as a gentleman's game. You know, and you know, for Tekken,
especially in tournaments.
Especially in tournaments.
Well, that's how Kyo did it against Cornova.
Yeah,
and the
well,
final
you mean
week.
the demon flip?
No. He did the down 4 against like Cornova like 3 or 4 times.
No,
in a
but
row
also in LPL,
and the demon flip. Yeah, like both of them.
Flip.
Like he was just abusing it again.
That's why I say that he can be a... That's why I said that he can be a heel. He's the ultimate heel.
But I'm venting at the character.
You're venting at the character?
It's solely at the character.
You're solely at Akuma, is it?
Yeah, it's so we can be... So me and him can still be friends.
Oh, jeez. But no, like again, thank you for coming in, Alvin. It was great. So basically, I just wanted to get this out there, you know, just before we finalize everything and wrap this all up. So 2 massive events coming up. Please don't do the Santa. No more Santa.
No more Santa.
So basically, Christmas Damager will be held at MegaWeb. For those that don't know where it is, it will be on Hobson Street.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Yeah. So Hobson Street next to the Denny's, Ravi's. So you just go into there, and yep, that's where it is. It's going to be extra cool, extra sick. basically, I think it's a special event. It's not just 1-on-1. It's actually teams.
Teams only.
Teams only. Yeah. So 3v3. Also, just to not get anyone into trouble, it's BYO. So drink sensibly in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
people can drink.
It's a very, very, very subtle BYO. Dave mentioned it last week.
Yeah. So BYO. Don't do anything stupid. Don't go vomiting. All over the place.
Don't be like the Tongan one and just bring a box of flames. It's like, you can, bro, but just be discreet.
Yeah. So no, definitely, it's gonna be a really cool event, and not to mention that I think a couple of 2 weeks after that will be off-season Salt. So tell us about that, Dave.
Yeah, this is one that I think Jambo or Sky, Chris. Tinkos, they put a post about that because it's from Mighty Ape. I think it's $500. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but $500 winning like prize money. There'll be spot prizes as well, and it's at the same location, MegaWeb. I don't know if entry is limited. I'm just assuming it is, so just sign up now to avoid the confusion.
Man, honestly, for Christmas Damager and for all those others, I really should just get a laptop. And I should just just go there, get some internet, and then just sit down with people. And just
cheers, Tinkos just confirmed it. So it's $250 per game. So yeah, okay. So it's 500. Yeah, so it's split. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Was there anything else you'd like to say before we wrap up, Daly?
No, not really.
Alvin?
Yeah, I think I'm alright.
do you want to sign off, or do you want to say like a final thing?
Do you want to say something? Do you want to say something in
or anything
in Philippines?
In
Tagalog.
Do you want to say anything to the people back home?
Oh yeah, guys, if you're listening to this podcast, thank you so much. It's really cool being here. And I'll see you guys soon. Maybe sooner than what you expect. Yeah, so that's it. I'm looking forward playing Tekken with you guys and the rest of the games we usually play. And I miss everyone. Yep. So yeah, hello, and to all of the friends in New Zealand, card game friends, John O'Brien, everyone. Sorry I can't mention. There's just too much. Yep. So thank you so much, and yeah, that's it. I'll see you soon, guys.
Yeah. No. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening in. We're going to be tuning out now. We'll definitely. What's the next podcast going to be? It's going to be probably this Friday.
Probably this Friday. Yep.
We normally try to do one every Tuesday and Friday. Because unfortunately Alvin wasn't able to make it tomorrow, we decided to make it on Monday. So that's good. Hopefully we're trying to keep it consistent, guys. So definitely keep your slot available. For Friday at 8 o'clock onwards.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, cool. This is Chrono tuning out, and have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Internet? It's Virtual Bacon.
This is Cornova.
Hi, this is Squishy Bub.
Hey, this is NCH.
This is Zarzob.
And you're listening to
The Salt Shaker Podcast.
The Salt Shaker Podcast.
The Salt Shaker Podcast.
The Salt Shaker Podcast.
Hey, this is BG.
This is Chogilo. Hey, this is Take This.
Hey, what's up? This is Sevio.
Yo, this is Dan Banter, and you're listening to
the Salt Shaker Podcast.
And you're listening to the Salt Shaker Podcast.
What's up? This is Mia.
Yo, this is Tinkos.
This is Drax.
Hi, this is Milky.
Kia ora, this is Corn Willis, and you're listening to
And you're listening to the Salt Shaker Podcast.
And you're listening to Chrono on the Salt Shaker Podcast.